The referee, Harrison Blair, just checking with both goalkeepers. It's first against third in National League South. The Rebels hosting the Tinners. And it will be the home side to get us underway. Ball goes long, that's over everyone's head, and left to Dan Lavercombe to pick up the Truro City custodian. A clean sheet against Chelmsford 7 days ago. Kept a clean sheet when the two sides met at the TCS back in August. It's going to be a first chance for Oxlade-Chamberlain. In it goes, flicked on there by Cabia. Did it come off a home defender? It did, but Covenant had to be alert. Danger not over and there with the shot. Falls to Will Dean, down into the ground and into the back of the net. Oh, Colburn and Covenant left it to one another. Will Dean's effort into the bottom corner. Those Truro City fans have been sent into raptures inside the opening 4 minutes. Truro have stolen an early march. Worthing 0. Truro 1. Long ball into midfield. Spong brings it down. Jeff Cott's played Cabia, and Cabia's in behind. Or is he? Well, he puts the ball in the back of the net, but Worthing are rescued by the assistance flag. Looked tight, but the flag did go up straight away. First corner of the game for Worthing. 10 minutes on the clock. They trail by a goal to 0. Will Dean after 4 minutes. It goes short to Wheeler. No one's going to close him out. He's going to shoot Wheeler off the top of the crossbar. Good work comes to Truro City's rescue there. Nicky Wheeler with the effort on his right foot. Jeff Cott back to Oxlade-Chamberlain. Oxlade-Chamberlain's given Jeff Cott a little bit to do, but Jeff Cott's done well. Harvey's in front of him, or it's a little bit in front of Tyler Harvey. Danger not over for Worthing. No cross into the box. No one there inside the 6-yard box for Truro City, and Worthing can smuggle it away. Or can they? Yes, they can. Babaloa's got it down the left-hand side, pursued by Oxlade-Chamberlain. Nips the ball back inside, but perhaps that sums the game up. No, cutting edge really up front so far for Worthing. Partington, the former Bournemouth midfielder, can lay claim to playing against Real Madrid in his career. Now finds himself at Woodside. Ball crossed into the box, all the way to the back post. It's over the head of Colburn, but he's going to pick up the second ball, pursued by Ryan Law. Law doing a good job of stopping Colburn, but Jeff Cott's clearance has been charged down by Martin Sarando. Now Beard, will he get it onto his left foot? Yes, he does. Brilliant block from, was it Zach Bell? It was. It's going to roll out for another Worthing corner. Great defending from City. Partington. Wheeler. Ball into the box. Babaloa with his back to goal. Babaloa turns. Lavercombe keeps it out with his legs. Bell takes a tumble. Danger not over for Truro City. Worthing finishing this half strongly. Well, Colburn's thrown himself to the ground there under the challenge from Riley Lowe, and it'll be a goal kick. Couple of minutes of stoppage time, I think. The fourth official's getting his board ready. Lavercombe's goal kick. Header. Babaloa's in behind. Lavercombe's got to that though. Or has he? What's the referee giving here? He's pointed to the penalty spot. Well, how has referee Harrison Blair come to that conclusion? Lavercombe looked like he was first to the ball. Contact was outside the box anyway. And the referee has pointed to the spot. And Worthing. Nash had his hands on the ball, but Cashman, who scored from the spot last week against Hampton and Richmond, took it off the former Hornchurch striker. Danny Cashman with 15 to his name so far this season. An afternoon to forget at the TCS back in August. Giving the ball away for the 5th goal. Can he atone by restoring parity for his side? And he does by sending Dan Lavercombe the wrong way. Cashman acknowledges the Worthing fans behind the goal. And we're all square here at Woodside. Worthing back on the attack. They're not done yet, or are they? Yes, they are, because the referee's whistle brings an end to proceedings. Well, we thought it would be intriguing, we thought it would be tense, we thought it would be nervy, folks, and it's panned out exactly that way. Will Dean's goal after 4 minutes putting Truro ahead. Danny Cashman's penalty on the stroke of half-time, levelling things up for the Rebels. Substitution at half-time. Well, Joe Cook that is, was booked in the first half for bringing Cabia down. He's been replaced by Sam Packham. Was it an injury, or did Chris Agutta just think that he couldn't risk Cook staying out there, not with the pace of Cabia? So a substitution at half-time for Worthing. Nothing for Truro City. 1-1. As Jeffcott goes back to Dean, and Dean goes down the line looking for Harvey. Harvey does win the flick on, and here's Jays Cabia. Truro on the front foot already inside the opening moments of the second half. Cabia's hassled out of it, but Truro have won the ball back through Riley Lowe. It's back into the feet of Dan Rooney. Rooney busy like normal. Wheeler tight to the left touchline. He's going to cut in on his right foot like he did in the first half. Still going Wheeler. Wheeler with a curling effort. Great save from Lavercombe. Bounced into the midriff of Cashman. Surely Cashman was offside. Linesman's flag stays down. And Oxlade-Chamberlain, long throw, did the trick in the first half for Truro City. Can he repeat the dose in the second stanza? Flick clear by Harvey, and then cleared by Worthing. Ball all the way back, falling into the path of Jeffcott. And Luke Jeffcott makes no mistake. Ryan Law's header was left by every player in a red shirt. Jeffcott reacted quickest, in behind, fired across Coverland into the bottom corner, his 5th of the season, and Truro City lead. Worthing are going to have to come from behind again. Got the ball with Beard. Beard back inside to Partington. That's a little bit short. Anaya's in. Yassin Anaya into the box. Dak Bell with a shot charged down. Well, I thought that had gone out for a corner, but it's actually going to be another Oxlade-Chamberlain long throw. Worthing are rocking here. Ball's left to bounce again. Johnson Fisher with the acrobatics. It just loops over the crossbar. They look shaky after conceding in the first half. Worthing content to keep the ball. They haven't deviated away from this possession-based style, and here's Beard. Beard crosses. Babaloa, what a save from Dan Lavercombe. Did Beard go down under the challenge of Rooney? Well, he did, but it was a fair tackle, says the referee. Rooney's battling once more. It's a helter-skelter end to this game, and Worthing aren't done yet. Jack Spong right the way out to the right-hand side. Packham's on the overlap. Will he cross? Yes, he does. Hangs it up onto the 6-yard box. Headed clear by Truro City. Cashman. Cashman's down in a heap, and Naya tumbles. Goodness me. What an ending to this game. Ball in the box. Lavercombe comes. Lavercombe punches. Johnson Fisher can clear up, and Johnson Fisher is fouled. Worthing are in this last chance saloon. Has time been called on their chances? A shot's blocked again, and Johnson Fisher's away. Well, if Johnson Fisher can keep his composure, he'll put the icing on the Truro City cake, but his touch was heavy, and Worthing will mount yet another attack. It's only found Riley Lowe, and there goes the final whistle. Home players sink to their knees. Truro City players sink to their knees. That's more in jubilation than anything else. Truro City have prevailed here at Woodside by 2 goals to 1.